Friday. So that is your unofficial car to run on the field. It's in the passenger seat. Rudy and Paul French in car number 76, looking for a big time getaway. He's going to be able to pull it off. Right to the spoiler in back there. And they came and now the green and forward.
But everybody manages to squeak on by. Here comes Beaujolais down underneath French.
And Breeder is there, Peyton Henry is there, and Nick Silver all marching forward with Jimmy. And on the outside, having the early advantage is Paul French. And keeping him company in the front is Todd Doulard. And being to keep an eye on is Jeff Beaujolais. He is pretty formidable on that inside groove.
He certainly is. He guards this small wild Doulard to bring it out just a bit. And Breeder and Silver, that's a big hit. Battle coming to the perimeter. That's it. And number 4, number French, still the leader of the pack.
Trying to make something happen on the outside is Peyton Henry in the 55. Oh, backward step and Brito, and taking advantage of that is Nick Silver.
Another turn between backwards and Brito. It's like 6-8 position there. So maybe a problem there. Back up front goes away. And Peyton Henry in a 2-car battle for the 3rd spot. Daniel Wesson is coming forward. As Nick Silver brings back take position. And the same can be said of Matt Breeder. But Stephen Felton started out being probably 1 of 6. So he has made it through the field.
And Daniel Weston is starting to give him some pressure. The Bullet has moved up to the number 7 spot.
Here comes Jenny going to the outside. And Peyton Henry. And the tape of the confidence post, Daniel Wesson, is looking like a completely different driver than a victory week ago.
And he is trying to torment the back bumper of the Jeff Beaujolais car at the front of the field. It continues to be Paul French. And now making a move behind Dealer is Paul Kenny. Here he comes as he rockets his way underneath the 16th turn.
And the turn back to the road by 2. He's looking for success and the points. Meanwhile, Doulard's car does another stutter step. And Nick Silver is back in the game. Silverson Jenny. Silverson goes away and Russell. Looks like Nick Silver being changed right by the outside.
We have trouble for Mark Alkus as that car is impoverished and undernourished at the rear of the field. And the man with all the get up and go is Paul French. He has the scrambler at the front of the field.
It certainly does. And yes, fair and fair to a likely anyone's record. Nick Silver was on the sidelines that time today. Gardner and back, and Daniel Wesson is right there with him.
Yeah, he is tickling the back bumper. Now getting stuck on the inside is Kyle Jenny. And here comes Silver to the outside.
And he is able to touch Silver from around on number 17 turn. That's a simple little bad run. He's looking to get a big present coming down if he can get up there and take over second and then work over French for the lead.
And we have a problem in turn number 4. Looks like Beaujolais has started.
Sons, my daughter, my grandson. That's it. My wife.
I think that's a pretty good team, Ben, Bob Potter, and Joe Lazuski.
I agree. Both veterans, Class X. And speaking of Class X, let's see what's going to happen as the pace car pulls away. Off turn number 4, place your bets now. French. And to the outside, Todd Doulard. As we're back up through the gears and racing. And it appears that French keeps digging, and here comes Kopsick and Salva. Salva making some noise in the outside, Matt. Look at Kopsick, 3 wide as they come off the turn.
They're surrounding podium Paul French. Here comes Doulard on the outside, trying to take over the lead.
Carlos Gray spins to the bottom.
Podium Paul spins in turn 2.
The big question is, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Or in this case, was the caution
for Carlos Gray.
If it was, then Paul French should be able to keep his spot if that was the case.
That is so true. Let's see what they story. As car number 16 is your leader, and Paul French, the 76, moves to the outside row. Periscope is up and working. And we are about ready to fire them back up again. Doulard gets another shot at this one. Paul French the same. Row number 2, big guns. Kopsik the point leader. Salva the contender. Jetty. Peyton Henry. Green is out. And Doulard continues to dominate the number 1 spot. Paul French shakes off Kopsik. French tries the crossover. Doesn't happen here. Here comes Salva. And now Jetty 3 wide as they come back to the stripe. Leader still remains Doulard. Here comes Nick Salva. 11 laps and counting. Salva moves from the 8th spot into 2nd. And following him through, Peyton Henry, another feature event winner this year, goes to the outside of French. Here comes Salva, trying the bottom again. But Peyton Henry starts to string it out in the upper groove. Back to the line, clear sailing, and open track in front of Nick Salva. Going. No, it doesn't happen yet, Matt, in turn 3.
As Doulard is draped all over him. Now let's see what happens as they missile their way into turn number 4. And now Salva is able to pull away temporarily from that number 16 car.
It's going to be still a fight for the lead because Peyton Henry isn't about to be left out of tonight's podium run. Kopsik has been there, done that, but he's not on the podium, and he doesn't like that. Jetty is there, and now Daniel Wesson moves to the outside aggressively with less than 5 laps to go.
And Nick Salva has opened up some breathing room between himself and Peyton Henry in the 55. Here comes Kopsik, making his bid for the podium right now, and he has to lay off as he tried to swarm his way underneath Doulard in the 16.
They're wheel to wheel and side by side there as Kopsik trying to get around Doulard. Doulard does the crossover and takes back the 3rd spot. Kopsik tries a different strategy. Will it pay off? As they come back to the stripe,
Carlos Gray in trouble on the backstretch.
he gets it fired back up, but a day late and $1 short because the caution had already come out. And that could change the entire complexion.
And he's had a lot of tough breaks, but he could be in a pretty good position here. Of course, he has to be flawless on his restart because Steve Kopsik will be draped all over with car number 31. And a driver who could have a pretty good finishing kick, it could be Daniel Wesson, the bullet, in car number 92, as he has new rubber on that car, and it could come in handy over these final 4 laps.
Sure could. 4 circuits remaining. Long way from over with yet. 2 miles. Pace car pulls to the center of the infield. Here they come. Salva and Peyton Henry. Row number 1. Green flag is out. And Nick Salva has a little bit of extra oomph. But look at Peyton Henry. He just motors on by. See you later, alligator.
Boy, it looked like he was fired out of a harpoon gun. Look at Henry as they rabble-rouse their way off the corner at the line. Peyton Henry has the lead.
Battle for 2nd as well as 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th. But it's still side by side for the lead. Popsicle sticks are up. Peyton Henry by a nose. Now Nick Salva by a bumper.
And it is hold your breath time. 2 to go. Match race. Nick Salva along with Peyton Henry. They go up high in the corner and they are dead even. They are crazy glued together as they go to turn 3.
Nobody's giving it an inch in this one. Deep into turn number 3. Off the 4th turn. Salva with inches in front as they cross the line. It is Peyton Henry on the last circuit by. This is the one that counts the most. Down the back straightaway. Peyton Henry strings it out. Nick Salva to the bottom. Deep into turn number 3.
Here comes Salva, giving it everything he has. They come off turn number 4 on the way to the line. Peyton Henry has done it.
Nick Salva will have to settle for 2nd. Steven Kopsick will finish in the 3rd spot. Unofficially in 4, Daniel Wesson. Todd Doulard to finish in 5. Kyle Jetty for 6. Joey Farina
Between
for 7.
Peyton Henry and Nick Salva, those guys body pierced together over the final 4 laps, and it was just a great finishing kick in turn number 4 by Peyton Henry that enabled him to get his 2nd win of the year.
Sure was, and a very deserving victory. He earned every step of the way. There comes his mom running down there to congratulate him on not only a victory, but an impressive win. And there's no question about it. We've talked all season long about how awesome the A word, the SK Modifieds have been. Tonight, we have to give a hats off to the SK Lights. That is what the SK Modifieds have been doing every Friday night here at Stafford. And these guys have been watching, and they've done their homework, and they put numbers on the board tonight. They should be very proud of their division and the talent that's coming through the SK Lights.
And continuing the power that was exhibited by the Peyton Henry car and the Nick Salva car, Steve Kopchik has to be very satisfied with that 3rd place run. You know, you look at Daniel Wesson, who made a late rally to get into 4th. Todd Doulard, we can't say enough good things about him tonight because he raced hard and he raced clean. So now we go into Victory Lane in the Napa Auto Parts, Stafford Victory Lane, and it's Connor Sullivan.
Well, that was probably one of the best SK Light races of the season right there. Peyton, you started on the outside with 4 laps to go, and you raced Nick Salva the entire way out there. How did you do that?
You know, Stash has just got the setup working on the outside, and once we get up there, we won our last one the same way on the outside like that. And that was a lot of fun racing with Nick there. That was good, clean racing. I hope that was a good show for the fans. But big birthday shout out to my mom. I mean, she puts everything into this deal, and so glad to be able to win on her birthday. But yeah, just everybody who put this car back together this week, you know, we kind of had one taken away from us last week, and yeah, just got to thank everybody, like I said, Stash, my mom, Mike, Glenn, everyone who helped get this car back together, and of course all my sponsors, Morrison & Johnson Automotive, Napa Holland, Anything Printed, D&D Auto Repair, and Johnson Auto Body.
Peyton Henry, he's back in Napa Victory Lane for the 2nd time this season in a great finish here in the SK Lights. Let's go over to John Gates. He's with Nick Salva.
Okay, Nick, had to be one of the best feature events of the year. Man, I tell you what, you and the 55 were duking it out. Congratulations on a great run. 2nd place, how do you feel?
Well, you know, I would have rather won, but hey, he ran me clean. It was a great race. I had a great time. I really like to thank all my sponsors, Mr. Reuter Plumbing, JG Pool and Drywall, TS Haulers, Wayne Darling, Organic Fleet, Free Tick Control, Rad Auto Machine, Northeast Race Cars, Team Effort Racing, Team Critical, everybody who helps on the car. Harry, everybody. Thank you.
Hey, man, one of the best runs of the year. Man, a great run for Nick Salva. 2nd place, he got another sponsor.
Dell's Vinyl Siding. Dell, we were 1 short tonight.
There he is, Nick Salva, 2nd place. Let's talk to Steve Kopchik, to our next finisher here in the number 31 car. What a run, man. I tell you what, that was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun to watch from my view, too. I'm glad we made it out as good as we did. Those restarts in the beginning were a little rough, and throughout the whole race, the restarts were just rough, but we were able to get through them, and I think if I had a couple more laps, I might have been able to get the 2 in front of me, but it is what it is. We'll just come back next week with an even better car, and I just got to thank my sponsors, Newtown Pools, Hocon Industrial Gas, David Smith Racing, TA Engines, CD Chassis Dynamics for the awesome car, and just everyone who helps put this operation together, NJK Automotive. And tonight's my dad's birthday, so I got to give this one to him. He busted his butt during the week, and that's why we stand here.
Tell you what, it was a lot of fun watching you march your way towards the front podium run tonight. Congratulations to the number 31 team. We go back up to the tower.
Well, the fast